Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a break for Stephen Shamus.
Good to see you, my friend. I think you're on your way to London, right?
Yes, MCM. Heading out now. Heading out.
Who are some of your favorites? Who are some of your favorites that are going to be there? You got some UK guys that you don't normally see?
UK guys. It's Warwick Johnson Cadwell, who does a lot of stuff with like the Hellboy stuff. Mark Ellerby, who does a lot of art for the Rick and Morty comics. I love it. It's very clean, very clean. And then like the Beano guys. I mean, if you're not a UK comics fan, Beano is kind of like the Dennis the Menace of the UK, and it's continuous. Like they constantly Beano is a constant magazine, bunch of different artists. So those guys are always fun. They're very fun.
God, you don't think you could get Alan Moore to sign some Watchmen TV stuff or no?
No, I don't think that's true. Although Everyone Comics and Books in Queens does have his brand new novel. He did sign a bunch of them. They actually had it's 100%.
Well, that stuff he'll sign.
Signature.
That stuff he'll sign.
Yeah. His publicist. If his publicist is like, "Hey, you need to sign these books," he's going to cut it out, put it, go to those framers, and you can just put the paper next to a Watchmen poster.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy. All right, what do we got today, Alex?
A little bit of the regular and a little some fun stuff. The last two I think are my favorite things that we don't think we've talked about. We're going to talk Quasar because I think that's new for us. We're going to talk about Wolverine 88. Which we just talked about, but it's almost doubled in price since we spoke about it. We're going to talk about the Spirit.
You found the breadcrumbs right to us.
I've known some pretty strange women in my time, but this one, she's got the final word on strange. What is it with you and women?
And we're going to talk a little Barbie.
Superstar Barbie.
Hi, I'm Judy. I want you to meet new Superstar Barbie doll. With long streaked hair, even jewelry you can put on or take off. And now when you buy new Superstar Barbie, you get this necklace free.
Right. Yeah. A lot of fun. Listen, a lot of stuff is related to media.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's all related to the media.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we going to start with today, Alex?
Let's talk about Quasar. Our favorite 90s
books,
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, these books are jumping.
Yeah.
Any idea why?
I actually have no idea because these were the Quasar run is 50 cent bin stock still.
I know.
I know. Like the only
these
thing
books are popping.
I know. The only thing I think of is like the Marvels movies coming out, and he's got a ties to Captain Marvel. I don't know anything Marvel. Just buy it. That's what people are doing. They're just buying any kind of key Marvel comic. They're just picking it up right now.
I think everyone's specking now. Everyone's speculating. And the pops are so small. Okay.
Yep.
So Incredible Hulk number 234, April of 1979. There are 175 9.8s. That's about a $350 book.
Yeah.
Marvel Man changes his name to Quasar. A letter from Kurt Busiek. Roger Stern story, Sal Buscema and Jack Abel art with an Al Milgrom cover. Then Captain America number 217. I'm sorry, I went out of order.
Yeah, it's okay.
Captain America 217
is the first.
January of 78 is the first appearance, right?
As
of Marvel Man.
Correct.
As Marvel Man, right. There are 38 9.8s, 94 9.6s. It's about a $2,000 book in 9.8. It's a $500 book in 9.6. First appearance of Marvel Man, later becomes Quasar, Texas Twister, Blue Streak, and Vamp appearances. So it's a Roy Thomas story with a John Buscema, Marcos art, and John Buscema and Frank Giacoia cover. And then came the Incredible Hulk afterwards, where Marvel Man changes his name to Quasar. Correct. Yep. Then this one, interestingly enough, Quasar number 1, October of 89. There's only 9.8. You cannot find this book.
That's
it's actually
crazy
a very, very tough book to find.
That's crazy that this is the hard book to find, because this should have been like, there should be 1 million of those.
They were in dollar bins, Alex, like you said.
Yeah.
Origin of Quasar, Nick Fury and Tony Stark appearance, Mark Rumold story, Paul Ryan and Danny Bullinardi art with Paul Ryan cover. And then The other big issue that's really, really blowing up,
Mhm.
and we had to talk about it, is Captain Marvel Volume 4, number 17 from February of 2004. This one is the one that's really blowing up.
Yeah.
There are 129 9.8s. It's a $275 plus book now. It's the first full appearance of Phyla Vel,
Yes, the new
aka
Quasar.
Quasar.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel number 52, Peter David story, Paul Azateka art with a Scott Collins cover. Perhaps when people are speculating, they speculate this will be the iteration of the character that would be in the Marvel universe.
And her design is awesome. She's got that big sword and the cape. Like, yeah, give me that Quasar. I don't need the guy with the headband. Give me this one.
Yep. All right. What do we got next, Alex?
A little known book called Wolverine number 88.
Yeah, we had to talk about it only because when Ryan Reynolds posted the story with Hugh Jackman, everyone went absolutely crazy. And this book in particular, of all the other Deadpool Wolverine appearances, this was the one that seems to be the iconic cover, the classic one that everyone. It's an Adam Kubert cover. So I know I actually kind of stole your thunder a little bit, right? I kind of gave it all away.
That's it. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's a classic cover. It's that Stark back when he's punching him and stabbing him, and it's I mean, it's the book. It's the Deadpool Wolverine book.
Yeah. All right, so Wolverine 88, December of 94. There are 116 9.8s. It's almost a $600 book now. Deadpool, Weapon X, and Copycat appearance. Marvel subscription insert included. Larry Hama's story, our good friend Larry. Adam Kubert art with Adam Kubert cover. I will say this, though. I am curious as to what iteration of Wolverine is going to be in there. I have a feeling they're going to leave off with the Weapon X one, because I think that's a way to kind of make it a little bit different than just, oh yeah, Wolverine's back. Like, I think if you do the Weapon X one that we saw at the end of the last film, and I mean, that's spoiler alert from years and years and years ago.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be a continuation from Logan. But you know, are they going to have to CGI Hugh Jackman's Walker out, because that man is like 72 years old. He's very old. So it's very, very funny that
he's Hugh Jackman. He's awesome.
No, he's great.
He's awesome.
Yeah. He can play Wolverine.
All right. Alex, pick of the week. What do you got for us, Alex?
Vinyl toys are very popular. And
yes,
you know, the designer toys, I mean, you saw it at New York Comic Con, you see it like you know, was it Complex Con that's in LA? Like, the designer toy arena is very big, lots of money. Lots of money. A buddy of mine named Ocular Rhombus does his own action figures, and he does kit bashing. Like, he made everything here. Kit bashing is where you take old action figures and you smash them together. So
that's funny. I never heard of that.
The biggest name you would think of is like Suck Lord, who is like one of the biggest kit bashers. You know, he was known in New York. And now that he's been kind of around for a long time and his stuff is big, you know, some of his Star Wars stuff that's like, just action figures, and they glues them all together, go for like $200 on the aftermarket. So, you know, like my buddy Ocular Rhombus, his stuff is, you know, he's not well known, and he does sell some stuff $30-40, but when these guys hit big and they start getting big followings, they start getting invited to more toy shows, they start doing things, you know, the older stuff becomes very hard to find and very expensive. So, you know, if you're a vinyl toy guy, like, just go on these Instagrams and like follow the rabbit holes to these other accounts, because some of these things that you might be really interested in, you know, because they're very cheap now, once they hit it big, it's gone. Once they're invited as a guest at Complex Con, forget about it. You're paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
My favorite one is Readful Things, READFUL Things, on eBay. It's one word. He does all these customs. I bought a Chris Evans one. I bought an Indiana Jones one. Some of them sell for thousands of dollars.
Yeah. There's a guy, I forget his name, but he does custom Optimus Prime Transformers, and he'll make them like Hello Kitty. He'll do, you know, McDonald's, like makes the truck, and they go for, and he just puts them up for whatever cost is. I think it's like $60, and they'll just go crazy to get to like $500-600.
Crazy. Yeah. All right, cool. What do we got next, Alex?
The Spirit, or maybe our first talking about the Spirit.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I remember the Will Eisner Awards. My brother was actually friendly with Will back when he was alive. Wizard did the 100 most collectible comics cover with a Will Eisner cover on it. It was a tremendous cover. Maybe we could show it to the fans here. It had a nice foil around the logo. So yeah, these books are starting to pick up. I don't know if it's a nostalgia play or I mean it's almost 50 years old at this point.
Yeah, yeah. These are and the funny thing about these that we're going to talk about, the reprints. The Spirit was a newspaper strip, so these kitchen sink reprint, they're magazine size. Again, we talked about magazines the last show. Magazine sized things are becoming highly collectible. Planet of the Apes magazine, the Spirit magazines, even Mad magazines. Like there, people are starting to pick those up because they're harder to find. The covers are amazing on all these kitchen sink magazines, and there's a lot of reprints. There's a lot of extra stuff in there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so Spirit #1, kitchen sink 1973. There's only 7 9.8s.
So low.
It's almost as there's one for sale around $700, $250 for a 9.6. It's Will Eisner cover and art, Will Eisner bio and photo on the frontis piece. And I would look to pick some of these up. I think these are primed for higher high. There's not a lot of them out there in the high grades.
No. Yeah.
All right. What are we closing with?
Definitely search your comic store bins.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're closing with a fun upcoming film. Alex, what are we closing with?
Barbie. Big fan of these comics too.
Can you imagine that these books are taking off? I remember they printed a lot of copies of these books.
Yeah, but they're extremely hard to find. If you want a Barbie complete set, and just say, let's not even say like near mids, just say high grade VFs to near mids. Good luck. They ran for a long time. Nobody collected them. They're very hard to find in good shape, and good luck if you want them.
It is hard to find these Barbie books now, and they printed a lot of copies.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I look at the dates on it. It's 31 years ago.
Yeah.
A long time is gone.
Marvel comics. Yeah. I have a Barbie number 192. I bought that for myself because I love those. It's John Romita covers. Can't
right. And the new film is coming out, and it's had this renewed interest. Right. Okay. Barbie #1, January of 1991, 31 9.8s. It's about $100 in 9.4. You can't find the 9.8s.
Yep.
Came polybagged with the Barbie pink card. Polybag is removed, obviously, to get it graded. It's a partial photo cover. It's a John Romita cover, too, by the way, interestingly enough. And when you're dealing with the polybag covers, a lot of times they have the line, so you have to press the books.
Creases on the cards, anything that comes inside of it creases the book if it's sitting in the poly bag forever, even board and bagged. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Barbie Fashion #1, January of 1991. There are 5 9.8s. That's about a $250 book now. Again, it's polybagged with a Barbie doorknob hanger. And it's a Lisa Truziani story, Anna Maria Cool art with a John Romita cover. They were smart. They got John to do the covers.
Yep.
All right. So that does it for everybody today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the field below. Otherwise, we will see you next week. Same bat time.
Same bat channel. Bye, guys.